Since I was a baby, I have always connected to what is now known as Fuji-san, and I guess in the Ainu language it was called Fuji. It's always what brings me peace. It's always what I feel I need physically and spiritually. To be honest, there's a quiet, magnificent being there, and I am sure that is how Kanaka Maoli feel when they go to Maunakea. As an Ainu identifying multiracial person, I had spent most of my life feeling othered by the Hawaii-born Japanese community.
Propaganda system really said that Japan was totally right. You could not disagree with the Japanese government or the emperor. And so everybody really believed that they were fighting a war against white oppression, right? Against Europeans and against Americans. And that Japanese felt that they were liberating Asia from white people and from Europeans who were colonizing Asia. All of a sudden, in the last 2 months of the war, I remember my mother. My mother was totally for the war. And they believed it all the way to the very end. In 1945, when they lost the war, what does she do the minute that happens? Totally tries to forget and deny and say that they took these positions whatsoever, right? But deep in their heart, they knew that what they did. That tendency is still there. There's those people who go to Mauna Kea and they culturally appropriate and they put up the Okinawan symbols and they sing the Okinawan songs, and then they have the Japanese flag. They perhaps even put up the Rising Star flag and things like that. And then they say, we're in brotherhood with the Mauna Kea people. It's a really false sense of nationalism and international brotherhood.
Charanke is an Ainu practice of arguing. If I were to ask you to make a charanke to education, or like just argument or plea to education about your needs as a diaspora Ainu, what would you say?
I would say, given that Aloha Aina is one of the founding themes in our accreditation statement, this sort of conception of self-determination and sovereignty and what comes with aloha, the sort of lokahi kind of unity of things. I think that it is incumbent upon an institution like the University of Hawaii to provide representation not only in student body but in administration and faculty as well. And this is an issue that's being addressed with the Native Hawaiian population and should certainly be expanded just on, the basis of logic alone, that, folks who come to the university want to see themselves reflected in leadership. It sounds like it would be in alignment with Aloha Aina. It sounds like it would be in alignment with doing the Pono thing, which is a part of the institution's motto.
I knew nothing about Mauna Kea growing up here, but I understood the connection. Because if somebody told me that I could never go back to my temple, to go and be near Mount Fuji, that would break my heart.